guys, Miss Charlie here with my first project pan for the 2025. What I've progressed from December 2024 and what I'll be using for January 2025. Some products will be staying so I can get them used up, and then some I think one or two I might declutter out of this, I think, but we're going to go ahead and see what my progress was for the month of December. So we'll start with the primer spray from Mario Badescu. This is the Sage and Orange Blossom. I've used Mario Badescu for years. I love it. This is where it was, and now that's where it is now, about that. Well, yeah, about down to here now. I use this before makeup and also to spray any shadows, and then also to set down my powders. And then I have the Hard Candy Defend Sheer Envy Setting Spray. This is from Dollar Tree, when Dollar Tree had like all of the hard candy sprays and things, and I did pick up, I think, all of them. And I think this is my last one. There's not much left in here. It did not do as well. I don't know if it was maybe the foundation combination or what, but I could go back and touch my skin and the foundation would just come off. It would just come off. So I don't know if it was that or if it was this, because I never really had a problem with this keeping my makeup on. But I did bring in also the Professional. This is awesome. This does keep makeup in place. I love this. I need to get a backup. Super Setter. This is awesome. But I think it might have been the combination of the foundation. But I will try to use this again with a different combination foundation. Maybe I'll use it with what I'm using in January to see if maybe that was it or if it was the setting spray. For my lips, I use the Amina Macaroon Lip Scrub. This is from TJ Maxx. I'm trying to use this up so this will stay in the project. I think I'll go ahead and keep it in the project so I can try to use this up. And then the Chapstick Total Hydration. This is a vitamin enriched tinted lip oil and sheer plum. I got this from Dollar Tree. This is really nice. I've used this quite a bit because I use it anytime I'm leaving the house, because it's been, you know, a little chilly here. Our weather has been going back and forth. Right now it's in like the 60s and it's raining. We're gonna get some thunderstorms later. And last week it was in the 40s, and then the week before that it was like in the 20s and 30s. So where I live, the weather is really weird. So right now it is warmer and we're having thunderstorms. So, but I use this anytime I leave the house. I always use a lip balm, some type of lip balm or lip oil, and I like it. It's nice. Again, it was from Dollar Tree, and I think I might keep this in along with another, the one I'm using in January for my lip scrub, to try to get this used up. For my face primer, my moisturizer, and my eye cream, I brought in the Earth Harbor Nectar. This you don't need a lot of. It's like a solidified oil. I hit the bottom finally on it. It smells like candy. And again, I say this every time I show it. It looks like it's gone bad, but it's not. It's a solidified oil. Looks like that. And then rub it in and it just melts into the skin. It's very hydrating. Very hydrating. Very nice. And again, it smells like candy. So I brought that in as my moisturizer. For my face primer, I brought in the BH Hydrate. This is their Paradise Prime Hydrating Primer. It's like a silicone base, kind of like the Smashbox. It's right there. You can't see it hardly because it's clear. But it's like a silicone base. You don't need very much. It spreads really nicely. That little bit just spread really nicely over my hand. Really nice. I like this. I got this at TJ Maxx as well, because it's again that time of year. Need a hydrating primer. Then for eye cream, I'm trying to use up this Mud Masky and the Symbiosis. They're almost done. I think I might cut them open and put them in a smaller container just to get everything out, but these are almost done. So I might go ahead and put whatever's remaining in this in my January, because I do have another eye cream, but I want to go ahead and get these used up. For brows, I brought in the AOA Hold My Brow. This is a brow soap. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It does not hold my brows or anything like that, so I'm going to declutter this. And this was $1 on Shop Miss A. My little Franken powder, still using it. I mixed this. This is my KVD Franken powder, plus I did add a little while ago some eyeshadows from one of my old Coastal Scents palettes, and then I also took the Ioni, the little kits, the Ioni ones from the Dollar Tree. I had a little bit left in those, and the colors that I use, it comes with 4 colors. One of them had a wax, and the colors that I did use, they were almost gone, so I scraped them out and put them in here. So mixed that all together. So that's my Franken powder I'm still using. I brought in this LA Colors Skinny Brow Pencil. This was new from the Dollar Tree, the medium brown. It's a very, very skinny pencil, but this is so, you see, it's dry. Look at that. Nothing's happening. Hardly. I have to press really hard. Look at that. So no. No. This is a dud to me. So I mean, it's $1.25. So this is being decluttered. And I brought in the NYX Eyebrow Powder Pencil. This I really like. It's not too waxy. It's just right. It's not too creamy. And it's a good shade for me. And it comes with the spoolie. I got this at I think TJ Maxx as well, but yeah, this is much better than this. So those were my brow treatments or brow products. For powders, I have the Item Beauty. This is the Power Hour in the tea. It's one of those where it has a brush in it, and then you just put it on, and then the powder comes through the brush. I don't like that delivery method, so I use it this way. I mean, the brush is nice, but I don't use it that way. I just unscrew it like that and use it. It's a nice powder. This brand is no longer available. And then I brought in my RCMA. This is my RCMA powder. I have the, the regular size container, but this is what I had in my powder drawer from when I traveled, so I can take a little bit with me, so I don't have to take that, that container, because it is a little messy. And what I did was I poured some of the RCMA in here, poured a little bit of this in here, and mixed it together. So it is mixed a little bit in here. So what I may do is just put the rest of this in here and mix it together and just make a nice powder. And it was nice because RCMA powders are really nice for finishing. Even on deep skin, they don't have a white cast. They don't give flashback or anything like that. I really enjoy the RCMA. And then this powder is nice and finely milled and really light. So I might just mix these two together for a later project pan. For concealers, I brought in the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in Fawn. These have been around forever. I remember when everybody was using these, and it has a brush tip on it. I get these at CVS with my points. This I also got at CVS. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This one is in the color 130. And I take off the little puff. I don't like the puff, so I just squeeze it out, both of these, and put it on a little tray. I just use like a lid and just put it down and then mix it together. And then I mix it with my LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Foundation Mixing Pigment in blue to get a better color, to get more of a neutral, not too cool, not too warm, more of a neutral color for my skin tone. I used up the Sephora Best Skin Ever sample that I had, because I had put it in, and I used that up. And I keep these little containers and clean them out because they're great for travel if you're going somewhere for a weekend or whatnot and you don't want to take, you know, if I wanted to take these two, I don't have to take that. I can mix them together and put them in here, so I have concealer for a couple of days. So I always keep these little containers, but those were concealer for December. For foundation, I have the Rare Beauty foundation, and this is in 410N. This is really, really red, but I mixed it with this Clean Color Forever and a Day Soft Matte All Day Comfort Stick Foundation. That's a lot. This is not the color of it. This is very deceiving. That's not the color of it. It is more cool toned, and I've used it a lot, and that's what it looks like on my skin. That's what it looks like right there. It's got a little bit of red to it, but not like the outside packaging. And then the Rare Beauty is very, very warm. Very warm. Even though it says N, which is neutral, this is not neutral. This is warm. And I took the stopper out. You can see that is very warm compared to my skin tone. That is very, very warm. This one would match better, but I mixed them together again with my foundation drops, and the color was fine. But I don't know if maybe this combination is the reason why I could touch my face, barely touch it, and it would come off. So I don't know if this combination just didn't work, or maybe it's this foundation here. I'm not for sure. I will try, like I said before, the Hard Candy setting spray with the combination of foundation I'm using for January, and see if maybe it's the setting spray or if it was this combination. For blush, bronzer, contour, and highlight, for my cool tone blush, I have the Tarte Juicy Blush Maracuja blush. This is in Orchid. Got this in a Ipsy Boxy charm. It's very pretty. I don't have a lot of cream blushes. I don't use a lot of cream blushes, but this was really, really nice. As you can see, there's a nice dip. You don't need a lot of this because it is pretty pigmented. You can see that. It's really, really pretty. But it blends out nicely. That little tiny bit goes a long way. You can see it's really, really nice. Then for my warm tone blush, I brought in this Be Pure, essentially ageless. It doesn't have a name or color, but it's more of a peachy, warmer tone, of course. So I always have a warm tone and a cool tone blush. For highlight, for my warm tone highlight, I use this Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten. This is in Tropic Hues. This is a blush, but it is way too glowy for my skin tone, so I use it as a highlight. It's a very nice highlight, warm tone highlight. And then for my cool tone highlight, I brought in the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter and Bronzer, and this is in Bronzed Glow. And this bronzer is too shiny for me, so I mix them together and make a nice champagne cool toned highlight. And these, I think I have all of these. You can get these at Walmart, I think, or Target or whatnot, but when I bought these were like $3 a piece. I don't know how much they are now, but I think I have all of them. Then for contour and bronzer, I brought in the Wet n Wild limited edition Hula Honey with Stitch. I used both of these. This was my bronzer, this was my contour. I think I might depot this. These highlights are pretty. I love the embossing, but the highlights are pretty, but I have these colors. I have these colors in my collection many times over. Can't see that, can you? Because they're okay. They're not the Wet n Wild formula that I have. I have, you know, the regular Mega Glow. Those are awesome. These are okay. These are okay. I mean, these will be great for every day. You can mix these and these will be great every day. But I have colors like this. So I think I'm going to depot these two for contour and bronzer and get rid of the rest of this. And then for a fun highlight, I have the Copacetic Emerald Blush and Highlight Quad. They have these in different jewel tones. They don't have these anymore. I thought they did, but they don't. But these are really pretty. I use these as eyeshadows. I do not use these as highlighters or as blushes because they are too, on my skin tone, they would be a little too harsh. But they are very pretty as eyeshadows. I mean, you could use a green. I do use a green highlight, but it's a different tone, and it's more of a white base. But these make great eyeshadows. See those? Very pretty. Very pretty. So I brought that in as a fun highlighter. But those were bronzer, blush, highlight, contour for December. And lastly, for December, I have my eye primer, my mascaras, and my liners. For eye primer, I brought in the P. Louise base in a room or two. I've had this for a while. I've gone through a few of these, full size and minis, but it's a really nice eyeshadow primer. The Bad Gal Bang is still in there. She's still going. I'm going to keep using it until it's no longer usable. One of my favorite mascaras. The Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water. I'm going to declutter this one and bring in another one. This is just too goopy. It's drying out. I mean, it was okay, but it was not a favorite. So this is going to be decluttered. For liquid liner, I have the Ioni Felt Tip Eyeliner Pen. Get these at Dollar Tree. It's a nice liner. And then the Insanely Black Drawing Felt from Absolute New York. These from TJ Maxx. These are very weighty and heavy, which I like. I also have it in the brush tip. This one is the felt tip, and it's very nice as well. Very black. And then for my pencil liner, I have the LA Colors eyeliner brow pencil in black. This comes in a 2-pack. It's a nice eyeliner. Get the so you can get into the waterline and in between your lashes and things like that, because I like to fill those in and then go back in with the liquid liner to make it, you know, even more intense. Plus the liquid liner you can get in between a little bit better because the tips are so, you know, so precise. But those were eye primer, mascara, and liners. Okay, so we saw my progress from December, and now we're going to get into this basket here for the items I will be using for January 2025. Okay, so we're going to start with my setting spray and my primer spray. I've used this before. This is the LA Girl Primer Spray. This is brand new, hasn't been opened with my CVS points, so I'm going to bring that back in. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. And then this Girlactic Dewy Rose Petal Hydrate and Set. I got this in an Ipsy Boxy Charm, and it's very pretty. It's got petals in it. It smells really nice. If you don't like a lot of fragrance, you might not like this setting spray, but we'll see and check and see how it will set my makeup. For moisturizer and eye cream and primer, this is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I put the rest of it in here. So I'm going to use this. This is very, very hydrating. Has a nice scent to it, light scent, like kind of a citrusy scent, but it's very, very hydrated, very concentrated. I love this. I've gone through a couple of these, small travel size, and this is my second full size that I will be going through. The Bobbi Brown Enriched Eye Base. This is really nice. I like the face base as well, but I'm going to use this along with trying to get rid of the Mud Masky and the Symbiosis. Try to get those used up for eye creams. For face primer, I brought in the Cover FX Gripping Primer. This I really, really like, and it does grip your makeup to make it a little tacky. Your face a little tacky to grip your foundation. And it's not really silicone-y at all, but it's very, very nice, and it has a nice tack to it. Not too much, but enough to grip that foundation to help keep it on. But those are face primer, eye cream, and moisturizer. For concealer, I'm bringing in the ColourPop Pretty Fresh in the color Medium Dark. I did take the stopper out, didn't I? Did I? Yes, I did. And it's a pretty neutral color for me, but I still mix my concealers and my foundations to match me as best. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in 40 Caramel. Yep, this is from CVS with my points. It's a very nice concealer. This is the first concealer I ever bought many years ago, and it's still around and it still works great. It's a lighter coverage concealer if you like that. The Pretty Fresh is about the same, but they do a great job together. So those are my concealers for January. For foundation, I'm bringing in the L'Oreal True Match. This is their super blendable foundation in N5.5. It's in a pump. Really like it. It's down to here. And then I'm bringing in the Almay Best Blend Forever Makeup. This I also use as a liquid contour sometimes, but I'm going to try it as a foundation, mixing these together. And I did mix them together because this seems, really dark, but it's kind of sheer. But so when I mixed these together as like a test, they looked great together, and mixed it, mix a little of my LA Girl foundation pigment is fine. So we'll see how these two work together. For brows, still bringing in my little Franken powder along with the brow styler from Benefit. This one is in number 4. The powder is too light for me, but I might see if I can depot this and maybe mix it with this and see how that works. But the pencil part here, because it is dual-ended, this was getting a little dry, and I broke it to see if maybe, if I broke it, it would work a little better. It is. All I needed is to outline my brows. So we will see if it's still too dry, then I may go ahead and declutter it because I have had it for a while. But I'm going to try to take the powder out if I can and maybe mix it in with this. And then the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is just a brow wax. I really like this. Really like it. It does hold my brows. So those were my brow products. For lip, I'm going to bring in the Cab lip oil. This is in lemon. It comes in a dual, a lemon and a lime. I've already finished the lime, so I'm going to finish up the lemon. This is a very good lip oil. It's very hydrating. I love it. And then I'm going to continue to use the Amia lip scrub. Powders, I have the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder, and this is in Dark Deep. This was in a boxy charm. I like the, if I can get it open here, wrong side, okay. I like the delivery method, so it's not, you don't get it everywhere and it comes out of just that one little spot. And it is a little deep for me, but I mix it with the All Nighter. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This stuff is amazing. I got this from Ulta. This is amazing. This powder makes your face so smooth. So smooth. I love it. I will be getting a backup of this for sure. Hope they still make it. But it was on Ulta. I think it was on sale that I got it. But yeah, I will get a backup of this because this is so good, and I love the embossing. It looked like it's wet. It's beautiful. I love it. But we'll do this combination for January. For bronzer, blush, highlight, and contour, I have this Glow Up Contour Wand with hyaluronic acid from Be Pure. This is from the Dollar Tree. It has one of those little puffs on it. And I did test it on my hand, and it is kind of sheer, so that will work good because I don't like, you know, really intense contour. I just like to enhance my cheekbones because I do have a natural shadow, so I just like to enhance it. So we'll see how this works. For a warm tone blush, I have this one from ColourPop. This is from their Tinkerbell collection in Darling. It is a beautiful, like, peachy orange. It's really pretty. And I like a warm and a cool tone blush. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And it's got a glow, so if you like a glowy blush, you would like this. For my cool tone blush, I brought in the CoverGirl Cheekers in Bordeaux Burgundy in 106. It's a nice burgundy cool tone blush. If you can see it there, I can see it. I got this Context Matte Bronzer in We Own the Night from my last BoxyCharm Ipsy. So we're going to try this and check her out. That's what the component looks like. And it looks like it might be too dark for me as a bronzer, but it is very sheer. It's a little sheer, which is fine because all I need my bronzer to do is to blend out my contour. So it'll add a little color. You can see it add a little color, but not a lot, which is fine. So we will try this matte bronzer, and it says matte, but you can see it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. A little bit. So we'll try that out. I don't mind a bronzer with a little bit of a sheen. I don't want that's, you know, too glowy. Bringing out my Pure Bronze and Brighten. I've had this for years. This is a cheek palette in Dreamer. These I use as eyeshadows, but this highlight right here, I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use this blush. Use this as a blush. They are so pigmented. That's the highlight. Oh my gosh. And that's the blush. Wow. Wow. I've had this palette for years and used to use it all the time for eyeshadow. It's great for eyeshadow. This is supposed to be a bronzer. It is way too dark for me as a bronzer. But look at that. That would make a great highlight, great eyeshadow. This would be a nice travel eyeshadow palette. Just one and done. Inner corner, lid. Have this as a blush. You're done. So pretty. But I haven't brought that out in a while, so I wanted to play with that. And then for some more highlight, I have my Beauty Bakery, which is no longer a business, the Milk and Honey highlight palette, and this has warm and cool in there. So this looks pinky, but it's a little bit of a pinky gold or peachy gold. It looks pink on camera, but it's like a peachy gold. And this one is more of a bronze. This one is more cool toned. I know it's looking different under the camera. And then this one is more of a gold. So those were blush, bronzer, highlight, and contour for January. And then lastly, we have mascara, eyeshadow base, liquid liner, and pencil liner. I'm bringing in this Lawless, the One and Done Long Wear Volumizing Mascara in Nightlife. This is what she looks like. And this is what the wand looks like. Kind of reminds me of the Benefit one that had the little spiky ball, but these have really, really short bristles, which sometimes is good and sometimes is not, because you get too close to your lash line and you end up getting it everywhere. You want it to be the perfect size so that it will get the base of your lashes and pull them up, but you don't want to get it everywhere. So we will see how this works, because I'm getting rid of the Cali Ray, so I had to bring in one more mascara. For my eye base, I'm bringing back in the Prelusion eye base from Davina. It's a wonderful, wonderful base. Love this. I have a backup. I don't need any more eye primers. For liquid liner, I have this Verified liquid liner from Ofra. And this is a brush tip. So we'll see how that goes. And then for pencil liner, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Baby Got Black. I do have a backup of this. I've used this for years and years and years. They come like this long. They will last you forever. You can use them as an eyeliner, as a brow pencil, as a lip liner. You can use these for anything. And then I want to try to use up this Ioni. I've gone through a couple of these. I do have a couple backups. This is the Ioni pencil liner. It reminds me of the Essence pencils. So if you don't want to pay, $3.99, you can go to a dollar store and get two of them for the same price, and they work the same. So those were the new mascara coming in, eye primer, and liners. Alright, so those are the things I'll be using for January 2025. Hope everybody's 2024 was a good one. Mine was okay. I'm still here. I'm breathing. I'm alive. So I'm blessed. Everybody in my family is doing well, so I'm blessed. Hopefully 225. Wow, I'm going into the future. Hopefully 2025 will be just as good. I will be 30 years at my job next year, so that's a good thing to look forward to. That's a great anniversary, and 5 more years to my retirement. Yay. So that's going to be an awesome thing. I cannot wait to retire. But thank you all for being here with me. Those who have stuck with me, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much to take the time out to hang out with me. Let me know if you've used any of these products and your thoughts and any suggestions that you might have. Make sure to follow me here on Instagram and on YouTube. We're not on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Make sure to follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram. Everything will be linked below. My affiliate to Copacetic will also be listed below. If you're interested, you can get 10% off with my link and my code. So feel free. If not, that's absolutely fine. But again, thank you so much. Hope everyone has a happy new year, and we'll see you in the next video.